Hey, what's going on, world? It's your boy Shamar. Hey, you know I was on vacation for 2 weeks, so I am back now, and we have another spotlight. A couple of you guys asked about it, and we're back again, all right? And today we got up my boy Kineh. So I wanted to welcome Kineh. Appreciate you coming here, brother. Absolutely, absolutely. So, first things first. I've been thinking this for a while, and I need to know, what's the craziest pronunciation of your name you've heard?
Man, my whole life has been ganja, Kineh.
Kineh.
Yeah, Kineh. Kineh probably is, but I like it.
Cool. So I guess tell us where you're from, because when people see the name and the spelling, they have no idea what's going on.
Originally, my family's from Sierra Leone, West Africa. That's where my father's from. Most of my family. But we from all around. I came up in New York, Brooklyn, New York, and Jersey. Okay. But, so I'm more Brooklyn, New York. A lot of Sierra Leone. Love my Africans.
That's right. So, and it's funny because even when you see it, you have people Kineh, and then you say Kineh, it's like, oh, it's spelled how it sounds. Good stuff. All right, so take me back. Let me know how you got into the industry. So first off, what is your slashes? You model, act, what do you do?
Model, actor, writer, artist, poet, activist, father, husband, all those things.
True Renaissance man in our day and time?
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you get involved in the arts as a whole?
Arts, I guess really, I was born into it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in my household coming up, my father had all type of music, like from reggae to African music, country music, you know, all those things. And I would always dance, you know, we have parties all the time, and they'd be like, hey, do the Michael Jackson. So I was always there entertaining.
Yeah. Okay.
And in 4th grade, I kind of caught the bug in Catholic school, and I was doing plays and all that. Public school, I was doing plays. On the music team, I do everything. You know,
okay.
My cousin used to DJ. We used to sneak out in basement parties and all that. And, you know, hip hop was alive, and that was it's my blood. So the art's been in me forever. So I just wanted to go to art school. So I went to study theater.
Okay.
Hence this right here, the Royal Shakespeare Theater Company.
Shout out to RCS.
Yes.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I learned a lot about Shakespeare, about acting and all that. So that's my heart.
Okay. Now, do you lean towards theater, or is there a certain realm of acting that you enjoy?
Theater is actually like so deep in my blood, because I think life is theater. Like us having this conversation right now, that's theater, just being. Cause that's acting, being is, you know. So theater takes me there, you know. It gives me like one with the audience, you know. Acting. As far as like performing on camera and things like that, I think it's a lot more easier in theater, because theater, you know, I have to really memorize my lines and my movements and all of that, and really try to give my feelings to the audience.
Right.
So the audience can dictate the way they want to. I'm dictating life to them.
You know, you threw me off when you said this is theater. This interview, us talking. Yeah. I never thought about it like that, but you're absolutely right. Yeah. You did a play here. The name escapes me, but I came.
Be a Lion. Yes.
Be a Lion. Yes, Be a Lion. Shout out to Rory Sheriff.
Yes.
Right?
What's up, bro? It's good.
That was, first off, I don't like musicals. I just never have been a musical guy, but I knew you were in that.
And
so,
I appreciate you doing it, man. Your attendance meant a lot to me.
Absolutely, man. I was like, hey, you supported me in my projects, which we'll get to in a second, but I wanted to support you. And going there and seeing your performance in and of itself, I was just amazed. I'm like, I really believe this dude is this little mouse. And just the whole, your whole voice was different than what it is. You were in character the entire time, and I'm like, that's tough. So what was that, about a 2 hour? How long were we in that?
About an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, hour, 45 minutes being, of course you get an intermission, but being in character, like you said, memorizing those lines, and y'all are feeding off of each other. And I'm sure no night is exactly the same, but you have to stay in tune with everybody that you're working with.
The energy has to be there, and we really feed off the crowd.
Okay.
Lots of times, of course, you're gonna come in, you're gonna do your best, but if the crowd is live, performance is like, you know, up here, and sometimes it should be measured that way, because we still gonna come out there and give our best.
That's right. Yeah.
But to me, I think when the audience is live and more, you know, energetic and they're along with what's going on stage, I think it energizes the actors themselves.
Okay, I can see that. But yeah, that gave me a whole different appreciation for that craft, because I'm like, I don't know how y'all do it.
Theater is great. Like, if people really embrace theater like the way it should be, I think it makes life a whole lot better.
Okay.
Because like I just said, you know, just the cats sitting on the street corner. They don't even realize it's theater, because theater is imitating life.
Right.
Like the conversation we're having, if I wrote on and wrote on the script, it's theater, and it's this beautiful thing.
All right, see, done taught him something, and he done taught me something. I like that. Okay, cool. All right, so do you remember what the first project was that you and I worked on?
Definitely.
Okay, what's that?
It was the tattoo joint. Oh man, the name escapes me, but please refresh my memory. But it was the tattoo joint, and you gave the voice of people that tattoo, because oftentimes, you know, it's taboo to have tattoos on this. But like me doing movies, sometimes I show up in parts, and I can't get the part because I have tattoos. So it was great that you had a platform that was showcasing people with tattoos, and I like that. I saw it. It was like a couple of days before New Year's, right? And I was like, man, let me reach out to this guy, and I sent you some pictures, and I sent you some stuff, and then you responded, and I was shocked. I was telling my wife, like, no, you know, this guy just responded to me. He gonna do this shoot with me. And it's about tattoos, and you know, I was like, I feel right at home.
Oh, that made me feel good. Somebody like, oh, he responded. Yeah, of course I responded.
That's exciting to me, because not everyone is responsive to things.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So when someone responds to you, I appreciate everything, man, because I could be talking to you, and you could be the next Gary Gray. You could be the next, you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
The next whatever
that
God wants you to be. So you never disrespect anyone at whatever level they are.
That's right. And the name of it was Dab the Ink. Yeah. So Dab the Ink was the publication that was showcasing people of color with tattoos. And the inspiration from that simply was, like you said, being taboo, being something that, you know, in a certain like corporate America or certain roles that you will go into and stuff, you don't get that because of the tattoos. And then furthermore, even when I look at tattoo magazines, I never saw us, maybe one person of color in there, and I'm like, shoot, I can create a whole magazine with us.
And you did that. And
you know?
The most incredible thing is, I lived in Europe for some few years. And you can go to a doctor's office, and the doctor has tattoos and piercings.
Okay.
It's only taboo in the United States.
Right.
They're against everything until they take it and commercialize it, and then, you know,
Absolutely.
oh, I invented this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we face. You know, a couple of years back in the day, you know, rims was like that's ghetto. They got rims on their car, and then somebody took it, put it on commercials, and put it on movies.
That's right.
And, oh, we invented that.
That's right.
It's like cornrows. You know what I'm saying? Right? So you know, we have a lot. We're geniuses. Really.
Absolutely.
And I'm talking about the Black King.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're geniuses, and people often take all our craft and then, you know, they downgrade it until they commercialize it.
That's it.
So all of a sudden, oh my God, we invented this. This is genius. So you did the most genius thing, and you're one of the inventors of that.
Right. He was also on the cover of Dab the Ink. So I can't tell you. So one of my marketing tools, one of the ways of getting exposure for me is I reach out to my peers in the industry. So different people on YouTube that have an audience, I will send them a care package with my swag, with Alan Lux stuff, and I always send them a copy of Dab the Ink, and it never fails. Damn, look at him, the cover model. I'm like, hey, this is my little marketing tool right here.
That's
so
love,
thank you.
Man. No, thank you. That's love. I appreciate anyone that show me love, man, because it's hard out here, especially like for Black actors and male models.
Right.
Wow, this is a hard road to travel. Anybody that want to travel this road, just remember, it's going to be a lot of ups and downs, a lot more down than up most of the time. But
yes, indeed.
if you love it, stick with it, and you will get to your destination.
That's it. That's it. Do you remember when the magazine was released?
I do recall. I remember you had a contest first off.
Yeah.
And anyone that responded in a amount of time, they were able to get the release a little earlier, right? Okay. And then you had the showcase itself.
Yep.
And we came to, what's that place called?
Petrus.
That's right.
Yep.
I was just gonna go there last night, matter of fact.
Okay.
And
they got a good suka there on Saturdays.
Yeah. And the venue was real nice, real laid out, first class. And all the pictures were.
Are you talking around so you don't get to the point of when it was released?
No.
Oh, okay.
I recall the very moment it was released. I remember, you bringing the cover itself out on camera.
Yeah.
That's the part you're talking about. And I mean, because I was caught off guard because I thought one of the females was really going to get the cover.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, I wasn't expecting me to be on the cover at all. So I was like, okay, I saw a lot of the females. I'm like, whoa, it looked good.
Yep.
And like I said, it was not many times when a male model was going to get things like that. So, but that was it right there. I just went into the presentation of it, which was really
no, that was good. That was a lot of detail in that. So I agree with you on that. Mostly female. So the black male model is at the bottom. Right, and then you have levels up from there, and that's one of the things. And the majority of the people I work with are male models for that reason. Being able to help them. Yeah, absolutely. We all work with each other because as much. First off, let's go back to production because I want to put that in. So production for Dab the Ink. This man came in there. We had to do 4 trips to his car. He brought so much wardrobe. I mean, wardrobe after wardrobe. I'm like, hold on, this is it. So we did 4 trips. Yeah. But that was appreciated too. He said, hey, you never know, want to be prepared for the photographer. Yeah. Never know what he's going to feel if he wants to switch it. So that was awesome. And we got a lot of work done and a lot of different concepts within that.
We did.
And
that was great. Because I told you, I think what I shared with you was pictures are forever.
Yep.
And you just never know. When you leave this planet, that's the only representation you want to have left. So I was like, let me make the best of every opportunity I have to be photographed or be put on camera, any type of photography or moving film or anything.
Right. Yeah.
So I always try to bring whatever I have.
Good stuff. Yeah, that it took me back, but it was appreciated though. So officially, the release was May 21st, 2017. So, and that was the last publication I've done. So it's been over a year now since one.
And I have a publication right here.
Yeah. Oh, he rocks with Alan Lux. Yeah. Always. Yeah. People have been asking, when is the next Dab the Ink? When is the next Dab the Ink? I got a call this morning at 10 o'clock asking when was the next. Well, they said they wanted to be in it. So we have to do another one.
Oh, I'm getting new tattoos.
Okay. They gotta add new ink for this one. So we're gonna bring some old heads back, bring some new folks in there, and just make it another thing. So stay tuned. That's coming soon. So we've been a little bit over. I mean, you have a lot of experience, and I know I can't get all that in this sitcom time, but I do kind of want to get you to talk to some of the newer cats out there and help them with a little bit of advice of how do you get started. What are some of the things you said? It'll be a lot of lows than highs. So what's some pretty good advice you can give them to get started out?
I'm just saying, just stay positive. Like, whatever you do, stay positive. It's gonna be a lot of days when you're just gonna feel down because some people not gonna rock with you. Some gigs you're not gonna get, and when you think you should be here, you probably like right here most of the time. I'm still trying to climb the ladder. I've been doing it for a few years, but still feel stagnant. You know what I'm saying? I've worked with a lot of people. I've been to a lot of places, and most of the travel I do on my own accord, on my own coin. I bought a car, and then within a year I put over 100,000 miles on it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's just going to New York, wherever I needed to be. I went there on my own accord, whether I got paid or not.
Yep.
I can never say that I've gotten a paycheck when I was just like, wow, this is like the big payout. But never gotten that yet.
Right.
You know, but I know, you know, my day is coming, and that's how you gotta feel. With every day you get, you just gotta believe your day is coming and just keep going forward. But you gotta be in love with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not something you just wake up one day like, oh, I want to be a model. Just because you see people on Instagram every day, you know, somebody else is a model on Instagram. It's not that. You got to be in love with it, whether you're an actor, model, any of those things. You have to be in love with it, because if not, you're not going to last the test of time.
You know, and I think that you have been one of the most professional people, you know, that I have just seen. You know, like I said, I joke with him all the time about all those clothes he brought to the shoot, but this man was serious about it, right? Everything that you've done, no matter how big or small, you put the same amount of energy, passion, work ethic behind it, and I think that's key. And I mean, it's proven right here that you put 100,000 miles on a car within 1 year just to be able to go to the various opportunities that are presented themselves, or opportunities where you had to chase them down and be like, hey, see me, you know? So I can appreciate that. And even knowing that, like I said, no matter how big or how small, the energy you put into all of it, that has to be love. Because if you don't love it, nobody's gonna do that. No. So great advice. I appreciate that.
And network. Like wherever you are, get to know the person. That person could be the next person signing that big check to what you're looking for. You just never know. Don't try to play anybody out. Don't try to burn bridges purposely. You know what I'm saying? Like, build great relationships. Because on our relationship, we met. I think I was at a film festival. They showed one of my films, Carlton Clay. You know, you worked with him closely. Next thing I know, Carlton reached out to me, and you were a friend of his, and we all ended up working on the project. So you just never know who's in the place, or you know where you are, and that can be your saving grace.
That's right. I remember, was that CIAA? I don't remember what I was doing. Got a call from you. One of your photographers from Atlanta was here, and something may have happened with his light or something.
He needed some lighting.
Yeah, he needed lighting. Say no more. Pack the lighting up in my car.
That's love.
Where do I meet you?
That's
and to that point, don't burn bridges. That had nothing to do with me. I wasn't a part of that production, but it was a peer of mine, and I can't tell you. So the same way we're talking about, you know, the downs, the lows, and the highs. I can't tell you how many people have said no to me, how many people have, you know, put me down, and these are my peers in the industry. Other photographers that may have been in the industry a lot longer than me. To me, I'm like, you know, it's collaboration over competition, you know? Like, if it's one of my fellow photog brothers in need, I'm gonna be there if I can, you know?
That's how life should be, man. Look, when you have a heart of gold, people gravitate to it. You know what I'm saying? When you have a heart of gold, more things come your way.
That's it.
You know, so I don't, like, people always talk about enemies or player hate or haters or whatever they call them. I don't even talk like that. I don't believe I have haters. There's some people that may not believe in my vision, and I still embrace them. I may not be the best actor in the world, even though that's my aim. And that's what I want to become one day. I want to be mentioned with the Denzels, the Sidney Poitiers, and those people. I want, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio, one of my favorites. You know, I want to be mentioned in the same breath as them. But I don't believe in down to somebody else for me to be up here. You know what I'm saying? So I show everybody love, and even if they don't show me love, I'm still showing.
Absolutely. Let's switch gears. Let's do one or the other. Ask a couple of questions. One or other. Just pick one, whatever comes to your mind. All right.
Okay.
All right. So let's go with McDonald's or Wendy's.
I'm gonna say McDonald's. I know you're a Wendy's guy. I'm gonna say McDonald's because in the city, in New York, New Jersey, that was more prevalent. It was everywhere.
Okay.
And we went there. You know, I take my kids to McDonald's.
The majority of people come on here and say McDonald's. So hey, I just think
it's the fries.
It's the fries. Now I do like fries. I do like fries. Okay. All right. So tattoos or piercings?
Definitely tattoos.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
I know that's not a choice, but I take cappuccino. Tea, though, since I've traveled all over the world, tea is the drink of the world.
Yep.
So
it is.
So those two questions, I'll go with tea. But cappuccino is what I prefer.
That's your thing. Okay. So 80s or 90s?
Oh man, I'm a hip hop head. You know that, right?
Yep.
So like, I go into music. I don't care from the 60s all the way up. I'm just a music fan of music. I make music myself. So I'm gonna have to say 80s because of Rakim.
Okay.
And those people, because without them, I wouldn't even be me.
Right.
We studied him. We was like rocking with him, and all the people that came ultramagnetic. And I'm a New Yorker to the heart, so definitely 80s, and I rock with the 90s. I'm a big fan to the heart. So yeah.
It's funny because anyone that's a hip hop head, they remember decades according to music. And that's exactly what you went to.
Yeah.
All right, so acting or modeling?
Acting probably was the first thing that I did. Modeling is, I think modeling is every time I put clothes on.
Okay.
That's, when I step out the house, it's straight up, it's modeling. So, but I'm gonna say acting because I feel like I can't breathe without it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I have to have it. So.
Okay. All right, so Friday night or Sunday morning?
Friday night, because in America, we live for Fridays.
We do.
But every day should be Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have to give your time to the man. You know what I'm saying? Life is meant to be lived and enjoyed. Friday shouldn't be the only thing that we look forward to. Spending with family or having fun. But Friday is what we have.
That is our day. Yes, we live for that day. You're absolutely right. What is your favorite song or the one that's in heavy rotation on your playlist right now?
I'm gonna say, Do Better. I'm biased on this one.
Okay.
That's a lot, like Boot Up and all that. I love music. I can't sleep without it. But my son makes music. I make music. That's what we're groups together.
Okay.
So we have a couple of songs that I keep in heavy rotation.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'll send you a few.
Yeah, do that. Now listen, I just heard something. You said acting, I can't breathe without it. You said music, I can't sleep without it. Okay. So I mean, just art is that's your DNA. I hear you. What's the name? Y'all have a name of your group?
It's it's KG and what's Q Jones?
Q Jones. Okay.
That's my little star.
Okay. Cool. Oh, Q Jones.
Yeah, what up, Q Jones? And look, Cuzzo, I got the shirt on. Shit cool. What's up, Artificial Lifestyle? Shout out.
Nice glow. Artificial Lifestyle. I like the design and everything.
Yeah, man. Shout out to London and everybody over there, my family over here. Shout out to Chi-Town, Brooklyn. You know how we rock Jersey.
You rocking everybody in the South?
Oh yeah. Oh man. Don't even get it twisted. Don't even get it twisted, man. North Carolina showed me nothing but love. A-Town. You know how we do. I've been down there. People reach out to me. Shout out to my man Jabril, man. He doing a new movie called The Huey P. Newton Story.
Okay.
Actually, he called me for a part. My man Jason Bobbitt, he's from Raleigh, North Carolina, and he just reached out to me for a movie called Young, Dumb, and Love, something like that.
Okay.
So we will be working on that. Shout out to my man Mr. Spot. He got that spotlight next. I'm telling you, that boy is so dumb on the mic.
Okay.
Great. ASAP, my man ASAP Darby. Dope.
You gonna have to give me these IGs, these social media.
Yeah, I gotta see.
These are names that I need to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said your father, a husband. Now I want to briefly talk about that. Being a model, being an actor, and being, thank you for your service, by the way. He was in the military.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was in the military. Yeah. But this man was in the military, he was in the gym, and modeling, acting, and you showing skin. Skin.
Yeah.
So
I used to be a bodybuilder.
The bodybuilder, so I mean, so how does that work? Your wife, she's secure in herself. She know her man look good, and
she right here with me. You know, the crazy thing is, whatever project I'm doing, she's usually there. Whether I'm shooting a love scene, whatever it is, she got my back like 120%. So I appreciate that. That foundation is laid. So I feel like there's nothing I can't accomplish because my foundation is strong.
That's right. That's right. As long as you have a solid foundation and you're secure with what y'all do, and like you said, she's here, and that's what she told me. She said, "I'm gonna support. Yeah. I'm gonna support." Made it very clear. So,
support. I love that woman.
Shout out. Cool. All right. So, just give us a quick synopsis, a little elevator speech of your experience in working with me, as far as any photo shoots, and then just the overall networking relationship.
Man, Alan Lux. More Alan. Yo, this dude, he showed me nothing but love and professionalism since I met him. Like from the first time that I spoke about just me emailing him, you know, and telling him I want to be involved in the project. He showed me so much love. You know, he'd just be like, man, come through for a photo shoot. You know, I'm like, hey, how much I gotta pay you? Man, you good. I'm gonna just bless you with that, you know. So I love people like that, man, that can, you know, look out for people like us, especially on the come up.
Yep.
Like I always say, you never know where that person's going to be.
That's right.
So I definitely appreciate your professionalism. I appreciate your generosity. I appreciate your talent, because you're very talented, man. The work you put out, I think it's going to be in museums one day. You already got it in books. You already have it in films. You know what I'm saying? So Hollywood's going to see it. International people going to see it sooner or later. It's just a matter of time for everything to come to fruition. But I believe it, man. I always tell you, you know, everything that we speak out to the universe will be manifested.
That's it.
You know, I believe in speaking it out, and it's going to become the word.
Appreciate that. And yes, I look out, but this man is very humble too. You were the first lookout. You know what I'm saying? Your support and your energy makes someone wants to support and provide and do whatever I can as well. So I think it's just, you know, equally yoked. You know what I'm saying? We just rock with each other. So good stuff. I give just as much as he does. So yeah, absolutely. Hey, I appreciate your time today. That wasn't too bad, was it? Just sit here and kick it.
That was great, man. Like, you know, like you said, it's never people pro, but sometimes with it, like, you know, you let me rock over my cousin's shirt. And I love that, man. You know, so anytime you need me for anything, man, I'm there. Man.
Absolutely. Man. Good stuff. Well, again, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
We're going to get up out of here. And I appreciate y'all for joining, and stay tuned for the next spotlight, all right? Oh, I got to get your social media.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. All right. Tell us where they can find you at on social media.
Okay, I'm going to give my Instagram, because I don't even have no followers, man.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know what it is, man. I know what I'm trying to do. You got to reach out to people so they can follow you, so you can have these enormous amounts of people reaching out, you know, saying that they love you even though they don't love you.
Right.
But I guess I don't go out my way enough to generate that type of, type of attention. So I need to do more with that. So by saying that, my Instagram is KG_model. So KG, knowledge guy _model, KG. So please reach out to me. I need some followers, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Because people not trying to sign you to contracts or to movies if you don't have followers. Gigantic followers, man. I don't understand it, because that doesn't say that you're talented. That just say that you stay on the computer a lot. I don't know. But
I didn't know that's what KG stood for. I was trying to make that word. Kineh, Gouger.
Yeah, the inner side.
So,
but knowledge guy, I grew up with the 5%ers. I learned a lot of 5% lessons. I'm God in His image. You know what I'm saying? I love God. That's what it is.
Okay. Cool. Good stuff. All right. So we're gonna close this out again. I appreciate you for coming in here with me. Stay tuned, and we'll check you at the next spotlight. Peace.